The topic is polynomial representation. And this topic will learn representation of polynomial, evaluation of polynomial, addition of two polynomials. See, this is a polynomial, univariate polynomial. It's a collection of terms with a single variable x. How to represent that polynomial and how to evaluate if you know the value of x, and if there are more than one polynomials, how we can perform polynomial addition. We will learn this. Once we know addition, we can also learn how to perform subtraction and multiplication of polynomials also. Let us look at representation of polynomial. Let us learn how to represent this one. See, this is the polynomial that we write using pen and paper. We use polynomials for solving various problems. Various things are represented in the formulas, that is single variable formulas, that are called as univariate formulas. We use this type of expressions in problem solving. Now the problem is, we want our programs to use these type of polynomial. Then what program should be able to do? Our programs should be able to evaluate the value of this polynomial if the value of x is given, or if there are more than one polynomials, they should be able to add or subtract or multiply them. So first of all, how a program should represent this polynomial, how we will store this polynomial in our program. So for representation, let us observe. See, a polynomial is nothing but collection of terms. So there are total 5 terms here. And in each term, this value is a coefficient. So 2 is a coefficient, 5 is a coefficient. Like that, every term is having coefficient. If there is no coefficient, then it means it is 1. Coefficient is 1. The next, this x is a variable, but this is a power, that is exponent. So there is one more thing, that is exponent. So this is having exponent 5 and 4 and 2, 1. There is no x here, means exponent is 0. So now I can say that a polynomial is a collection of terms. Each term is having coefficient and exponent of x, power of x. So we can represent a polynomial as a collection of terms where each term is having coefficient and exponent. So I can represent this as a list of terms having coefficients and exponent. So let us prepare it as a list of two things, that is coefficients and exponent. Total 5 are there. Now, first term's coefficient is 3 and exponent is 5. Coefficient is 2, exponent is 4. Coefficient is 5 and exponent is 2. 2, 1, 7, 0. So here I have set of terms. This data is sufficient to represent that polynomial. Yes. Then one more thing we may want to know, that how many non-zero terms are there. Suppose if you want to know, then you can have that as length of this one or the size of a polynomial, that is 5. Total 5 terms are there. So this is how a polynomial is represented. Now programmatically, how to represent this one? In a C program, how to represent this one? So for C program, first of all, we will define a term. Term is having coefficient and exponent. So I will define it as structure term. This term should have integer coefficient. See, this coefficient value 3, 2, 5, they can be integer also or float also or double also. Depending on the requirement, you can change the data type. And this exponent is always integer type. So I have taken 2 members and this is a term. I am calling it as term. Then what is a polynomial? Polynomial is array of terms or collection of terms. So now let us define struct polynomial. So I write in short poly. Then the polynomial should have number of non-zero terms, that is n, and array of these terms. So now for the array of terms, either I can declare an array of terms or else I can take a pointer and dynamically create an array of terms. So I will take a pointer here. Struct term pointer t. So this is a structure for polynomial. Polynomial is using terms. Now let us learn how to write the program code for creating the representation of any polynomial. Now for creating the representation of this one, I will be writing the code. I will not write any function, right? So in whichever function is suitable, we will put the code there. Just we are concerned how the code looks like for creation or representation of this polynomial. So let us create. See, for creating this polynomial, I need a variable of type this structure, that is poly structure. So let us say struct poly p. Now this p is having two members, n and terms. So p is having two members. One is n and second one is pointer t. This is for number of non-zero elements and this is a pointer for the collection of terms or array of terms. So I have this polynomial. The first thing that I should know is how many non-zero terms are there. I will take the number of non-zero elements from keyboard. So I will say printf enter the number of non-zero terms. Printf enter the number of non-zero terms. Now I should know how many terms are there and I should read it in this one. So scanf p.n, p.n. Scanf percentile d ampersand p.n. See, this is an object, so it's not a pointer. So p dot, I can access this member using dot operator dot n. So here, suppose I am taking the value and the value given is 5. So let us say this is 5. Now I need an array of 5 terms. So let us create this array dynamically. So here I write the code for creating that array dynamically using new operator. So p.t, I will assign array of terms of size 5. So here I write the code p.t assign. So I will say new. So new array of terms here. So it is created in heap and its address is taken in p.t. And what should be the size of that array? p.n, this size. So here an array of size 5 will be created. So this is an array of size 5 with coefficients and exponent. So this is how it will look like inside main memory. So polynomial is created. See, one thing I want to show you here. See, when I said struct poly just p, so this will be created inside stack. And when you said a new, then this will be created in heap. If we want this also in heap, then I should say new here and I must take this as a pointer and then say new. So this is directly inside the stack and this array of terms is in heap. Now memory is ready for storing that polynomial. Now let us write on the code for filling these values. So for filling that, we will take the input from the keyboard and ask the user to enter coefficient and exponent of each term one by one. So already we know 5 terms are there. Let us call this as first term, second term, third, fourth, fifth term. So one by one we ask the user to enter coefficient and exponent. So I should scanf coefficient, scanf exponent. Then next scanf coefficient, scanf exponent. So repeatedly for 5 times. So using a for loop I can do that. So I will write on the code here for reading all those values one by one. So here I gave a message enter polynomial terms. Now using for loop I'll read the values. For I assign 0, I less than p.n, that is p.n and I plus plus. Then here I should read scanf coefficient and exponent. But before that I will display the term number. See, here I am printing printf enter term number. So term number I plus 1. I is 0, so first it will be 1, then next 2. So it will be showing numbers from 1 onward. So the user who is entering the data will know which term he is entering. So to help him, I am printing term number. Now scanf those two values. So how to read the values? p.t of 0, dot coefficient, dot exponent. The next p.t of 1, dot coefficient, dot exponent. So here I write p.t of I dot coefficient, coef, and this should be ampersand, then comma, ampersand p.t of I dot exponent. So this for loop will read all the values in that array. So here I know the non-zero terms, and here I have created this array, then here I am reading all the values in this array. So from the keyboard the values are entered, and the values will be like 3, 5, 2, 4, all these values will be entered. So this is how it is represented, and this is the program code